refuse to not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their guilt rings. Right, the bouncer's guilt ring.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day.
Razaban IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. Delighted to have with me on Zoom Nelvie Tiafack. Nelvie, firstly, how are we?
I'm great. I'm very happy about this interview.
I'm glad. How's life? Where are you at the moment?
Right now I'm in a training camp, a multinational training camp. We got the USA over here as well, Ireland, and a few other countries. We're preparing right now for a tournament coming next week.
You knocking everybody out?
No. Nobody's getting knocked out. Oh yeah. We're just working
heavyweights are not supposed to be humble. Nelvie, obviously quite a bit about you, obviously representing Germany at the Olympics, which isn't far away now. Time has flown by. Let's just go back. Tell us a little bit about your age. Tell us, how you got into boxing. How did Nelvie get into boxing?
Yeah, I'm 24 right now. Started boxing by the age of 15. Actually, end of 15. When I started, I just wanted to lose some weight. I was a fat kid. Actually, I was a fat teenage kid. As a small kid, I was very slim. Yeah. Then, by that time, like 15, 16, I was very fat. To tell the truth, yeah, that's why I started boxing, just to lose some weight, and then I just fell in love with the sport. And to this day, I can't really tell what kept me going, because since from the first session, boxing was the most difficult and exhausting thing that I've ever done in my life before. I've been doing sport before, like football, basketball, all that, but nothing was as exhausting as boxing. So I really don't know what kept me going. But I'm very thankful for it. Just see my journey today that I kept going, and it really paid out.
So since you obviously been doing boxing, you are currently the European champion. You're representing Germany at the next Olympics. I'm sure you've made some noise and knocked a lot of people out on the way to your journey so far.
Yeah, no, knocking people out, like we're in amateurs, we only do I say only because we only do 3 rounds compared to the pros, where you go minimums 4 to 12 rounds where you got the pros. So it's hard to knock people out in 3 rounds. So there are many knockouts over here in amateurs. Obviously we only got 3 rounds, so it's more about pointing. So I would say it's 2 different sports, because it really is. The space is complete. Pace is completely different from amateurs and pros. In pros you can take one half of the fight, you can take it off and still win the fight. Obviously, but in amateurs, only having 3 rounds, you cannot. You have to be there each round. You have to be active. So yeah.
Being an amateur for such a long period of time now, what was your desire to? I obviously know the reason why people go to the Olympics, but recently a lot of fighters avoid the Olympics and say, we don't want to go there. There's it's not what we want. We want to turn professional quickly. We've got the talent, we've got the ability. We want to go and become world champions as soon as possible, etc. What was your desire to continue being an amateur and wait for the Olympics before you turn pro?
Yeah. First, I'll tell about my desire, and then maybe tell why others aren't focusing on that anymore like before. My desire is because it's just a goal that everybody can achieve. For me, that's the number one reason why I want to get to the Olympics, because it's only one way to get there. You have to be the best in the world to get there. compete with the best, and yeah, it's not a possibility for everybody. So you really have to be the best or call yourself the best to get to that place. That's one of the reasons why I want to, yeah, go to the Olympics. And compared to others, like I would say, maybe nowadays there are way more opportunities to turn pro and to get some money. Maybe back in the days it was way harder, and today with social media and all that, you can market yourself and all that. I think maybe that's the reason why people are not willing to, yeah, like make it the hard way.
I know when you're an amateur, you don't really do a lot of sparring with professionals. It doesn't happen a lot. But I know you have been invited. I saw a picture of yourself and Anthony Joshua to Anthony Joshua's training camp. Explain how that happened. Who reached out to you?
Yeah, all that actually happened is like having great. I have a great connection with like one of the dudes that was at internationals before, heavyweight as me. It was number one before me, before I turned elite. I was still like obviously junior and all that, but we had great connections still to this day. His name is Peter Cadiro. He have been pro for a while. Yeah, and as I say, he was there before me. We're having great connections. We do sparring from time to time. And yeah, he was there. It's been a long time sparring partner of AJ. And yeah, that's how we really came across. They were in Dallas. And in the like last period of sparring session out in London, they needed a new sparring partner. And yeah, he just recommended me. And then KD, one of AJ's managers and one of AJ's very good friend, childhood friend. Yeah, just text me on IG and everything went very fast. I was hyped as fuck, if I can say it like that. Yeah, yeah, that was crazy. Like, this is really life, and yeah, that's how it happened. So, to be in contact with like old friends will be always nice to people. You always see that he obviously pays out, and that's just me. For me, it just comes naturally to always be friendly to people, always be nice, because yeah, there's no gain in being rude to people. So it once showed me again that yeah, being nice to people don't cost a thing. Only it can bring you something back.
So you get an Instagram message from a member of Anthony
Yeah,
Joshua's team.
right,
So
KD.
explain what happens next. So you come to London, right? You turn up to the gym. What's happening? Who comes up to you? Who approaches you? Who speaks to you? What does Anthony Joshua say? What happens?
Yeah. So the first day when I came to the gym, AJ was already there. He was warming up. He was just yeah, warming up with his massage pistol. I don't know what they call it in English, right? Um, yeah. So it was there. It was very humble champion. Like I was even shocked myself. Like for real, he's humble to the ground. He stood up, greeted us, all of us, like yeah, like we just knew each other since the get go. Very nice guy, very calm, and yeah, me, I was just hyped. I couldn't believe it. Like it's just crazy, crazy. Yeah, and then I just talked with his coach as well, and then obviously the schedule. What we're going to do was going to start the sparring because we had three. He had three different sparring partners, all doing 4 rounds each. It was AJ was doing 12 rounds. Yeah, all, each doing 4 rounds, and that's how it works.
You said he was humble and he was polite, but when you
Yeah.
put those head guards on and put those gloves on in the ring and you started sparring, did you forget that it was Anthony Joshua because it was business for you? For you, it was going to cause problems and impress at the same time.
Yeah, right. For me that was the case because I was saying I'm here already. I got the chance. Yeah, I'm with like obviously he's the biggest. He's the biggest in the world. Even if he's holding those titles right now or not, he is the biggest in my weight class at least. So and for sure he's one of the faces of boxing. So yeah, you have to forget that. For me, it was just well since as soon as I entered the ring, for me it was just proving myself, and I'm sure that I did that.
So, how did the sparring go then, according to you? Then, so tell me your version of events. How was sparring?
Yeah, the sparring was. I would say it was great for me. For me, it was great experience. Yeah, to see like so with the people like up there, like somebody might think that the gap is so far away or so far to reach, but the sparring really showed me that no, it's not. It's just like a little bit, it's just a different game that you have to get used to. But like talent wise, you know that the gap is not that far.
Outside of Anti Joshua, have you sparred any other elite or semi-elite heavyweights?
Yeah, yeah, I would say like one in Germany. I don't know if you know that. I don't think that is this big internationally, but he beat Chisora Agit Caballero. I don't know if you know his name.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he's from Germany, obviously. Yeah, I've done some work with him as well, and yeah, it's been some great experience. Yeah, that's it. And obviously, with this camp right now, I was also introduced like KD. He got all the connections with Dylan White and all Dylan White, Chisora. He already told me like, yeah, if there's a opportunity next time, if it fits, yeah, I'll be gladly invited. So it was a great move to do that spar with AJ as well. So yeah,
So growing up as an amateur, you said you started at the age of 15. You're 24 now. Who would you go to when you want to reference heavyweight boxing? Who would you put on the TV and watch for experience, to learn things, to understand things? Who is your go-to guy?
for me, it was always Mike Tyson. He really got me into boxing. He is what really got me into boxing. Like for me, it's not much of a talker. He just does always talk inside the ring. That's what I loved about Mike. Not only that, he was KOing everybody. Not only that, but like the way he just turned a complete beast as soon as he entered the ring. Yeah, that's what I like most about Mike, and he was the one,
And
I would say.
the current heavyweight division, we saw Anti Joshua out not long ago against Jermaine Franklin. Usyk obviously is the unified champion. Deontay Wilder is back and he's hunting. We saw Zili Zhang beat Joe Joyce, shock Joe Joyce. He's now in the picture. Tyson Fury's in the picture. From your perspective, who is right now the number one heavyweight?
Number one, I would say like Tyson Fury because he just ordered with gifted, starting with his height, with his boxing IQ, and the dirty stuff he did in the ring as well, with his weight and height. It's really hard to get rid of that. So I would say for me, Fury's number one for sure, for sure. But to watch like I would say Usyk, all over not only weight class specific. Like I would say like boxing wise, Usyk is one of my favorite boxers at the moment,
Has it?
style wise because
Yeah. So obviously we've seen what Alexander Usyk did to Anthony Joshua. You know,
yeah,
I spoke to Peter Fury, who's Tyson Fury's uncle, earlier last week, and he said to me that Usyk is a big problem, and he will cause Tyson Fury all sorts of problems in the ring, no matter the height difference.
yeah. Yeah, that's true, but I think like at the end, as you say, the height, it is a big advantage. It is, and the thing with the height is that Fury really knows how to use his height, and as I say with the dirty tactics as well, he always lean on people. I know that it's not easy to get rid of that, so it's a whole different ballgame for Usyk as well. It's not enough to just have the technique. So yeah, I will be I'm really hyped for the fight. If that won't happen, like I think for me, it's the biggest fight they can make on the planet right now. There's nothing bigger than that. That's why I give so much props to AJ and many people that are not into boxing, like they don't understand. They're just thinking that there's a guy coming from a deeper weight class, just enter a new weight class and just beat the heavyweight champ like it's nothing. So they don't know who Usyk is. He's a fucking monster, if I can say like that, because they don't know nothing about how much is nothing like that. They don't know about the feinting skills. Only a guy standing in front of you feinting the whole time. it drains someone's energy already. And people that are not to boxing, they don't get all that, you know. So they're just thinking that it's a guy coming from lighter weight class and yeah, just beating the heavyweight champ. It's sad.
Yeah, well, we look forward to it. There are rumors about Usyk, Joshua Wilder later this year in Saudi Arabia, so we see what happens. Nelvie, we'd like to wish you all the best in your camp, obviously over the next couple of months as well. We'll try to, now that we've got your details, so we'll try to do this, make this a regular thing moving forward. And yeah, look forward to the journey, look forward to the Olympics. Just before I let you go, if there's anybody that wants to follow this journey, Nelvie, where can they find you on the social media platforms?
You can find me. I'm mostly active on Instagram. Just my first name and surname, Nelvie Tiafack. Yeah, that's where you're going to find me on IG.
Nelvie, wish you all the best, and yeah, we'll catch up with you very soon.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure for me.
Nelvie
Thanks.
Tiafack, IFL TV. Thank you very much.
Because I refuse to not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their guilt rings. Right, the bouncer's guilt ring.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day.